Hey, welcome to the tutorial. This tutorial is on Restream. The purpose of today's tutorial, above every other person who's ever made a tutorial for Restream, is the fact that the individuals who have made tutorials weren't doing it to showcase how to teach from the Bible. I've looked onto YouTube. I've looked to see how to use Restream with Biblehub. It's not out there. How to use Restream with Bible Gateway. It's not out there. How to use how to use Restream with Blue Letter Bible. It's not out there. So this is about showing you, the listener, how to allow what you're thinking about to show up on the computer screen, how to take what you're thinking about, get it on the computer screen, take that what's on the computer screen, put it onto YouTube or Facebook. Now, the first part of this first part of this tutorial is about the various views. Okay? So it looks like this. On Restream, there are six different descriptions of how to view the camera. Now, this various thing will only make sense if I am actually sharing a tab. So let me go ahead and do that. And just to show you, the share screen is right there. And you're not able to see it. Let me go ahead and show you what popped up on my side. Here I have the 4 different tabs that I have available on the browser. Now, here's the greatness about Restream. It doesn't matter which browser you're using to start off with, except the tabs have to be in the same browser that you're using. So whether you are using Internet Explorer to run Restream, whether you're using Firefox, whether you're using Google Chrome, whether you're using Safari, whether you're using Opera, it doesn't matter. As long as the tabs of all the resource things that you're going to be using is in the same browser. Not same browser window. Same browser. So you could have multiple windows of the same browser and Restream will see them all. It's very nifty. So I'm going to pick Bible Gateway. Now, the very specific reason why the window is showing up as big as it is because I wanted to show you the very, very detailed parts. Let me resize that. So here we have the regular Restream window. And you can see at the very bottom that the, let me do some configuring on my side, that the H is lit up, or at least this box right here, it's lit up. That means that it's sharing. Now, in addition to that, it's showing Spotlight. My actual user window, which is found over here. I may make this a tad bit narrower, because otherwise it's not going to make sense. My user over here, as you can see, this one is not being shown at all, right? So that's where these various views come into handy. Now, when I was using Restream, I would most often use picture in picture. And there you see my little user picture came through. Now, the only reason that you are seeing a gray screen right there in the corner is because OBS and Restream both need a camera. So while I'm recording, I'm not going to be able to show up on Restream to show you what's going on, but just know that this little gray box down in the corner right here would be where your face would be. Okay? So you may notice that the microphone and the camera have a red line in it. The very specific reason why is because it's enabled on OBS, what I'm using to record. Thank you, cutie. So then, when you want to show the people what you're reading, all you gotta do is get back over to your Bible Gateway, which, one other thing, I'm going to have to really zoom in for this one. Earlier, I was telling you about the various tabs that Restream was able to pick up and show. So here's me watching season 3 of House. Here's me, the actual tab for Restream. Here's Blue Letter Bible. Here's the Bible Study Hub, the Bible Study, Berean Study Bible, excuse me. And how do you know which tab is being shared? It's that little icon right there. You see the little icon? That little icon with the little, looks like a blue rectangle inside of another blue rectangle. When you see that, this is the indicator of which tab is being shared. Now, another thing I want to show you. If I bring up the Share tab, there is the option of sharing the window with the sound included. Now here's where that comes into handy. Let's say that you were going through a study and you wanted people to hear the word. Now very recently, I was writing this thing of the 15 different ways that Jesus cannot be your spiritual master. And it's a hard-hitting chapter. It's very hard-hitting. But I was going into here, and I wanted to see how many different times the word familiar spirit, or the phrase familiar spirit, is used. Now, Blue Letter Bible needs Boolean search. So if you just put in familiar spirit, or put this way, if you just put in spirit and do a search, the word spirit occurs 505 times in 456 verses. The issue is there's the uppercase and the lowercase. So if you want just the uppercase, you'll have to actually do a quotation around, and spirit with the uppercase occurs. Oh shoot, it's not doing it. My bad. Okay, let's do this again. If you put in familiar spirit, familiar and spirit occurs 16 times in 7 verses. And if you go looking for wizard, occurs twice. So if you go looking for wizard plus familiar spirit, wizard and familiar and spirit shows up 3 times in 1 verse. What's that mean? It means those 3 words all showed up in 1 verse. Now, here's where it comes in handy to get the sound. So here in Blue Letter Bible, the way to get all the different words, you click on Tools, and the interlinear is what comes up the first. I've discovered that reverse comes up automatically in the web version, but it does not come up automatically in the mobile version. So you'll have to set the specific man or woman that has a familiar spirit. And that, strangely enough, is in the Hebrew. Apostrophe O-B. What's it sound like? Give me just one moment, because I know that didn't come through. Try it again. A little thing about Hebrew. The B, kind of like Spanish, the B is a V. If you want to see, what it means, same as that one, through the idea of prattling a father's name. What the heck is prattling? Sometimes you have to go looking in additional things. So in this case, I was looking for the meaning of a word. And you see how it says stop sharing or share this tab instead. You're not going to, as long as you can't see what's going on in the let me get back over here to Restream. As long as you, excuse me, as long as your audience is over here, you've right-clicked, you've gone to look to see what prattling means. As long as you don't move where the tab is being shared, you can tell them over and over and over what it means and what you're reading, but until you click to as long as you let me show you what I'm seeing here. You could be over here. You could be looking at what the word means, and then you could be telling people, I'm going to right click and see what this means, and then you're telling them about what it means, but you haven't gone up here. You're talking about this, but your viewers see this. For them to be able to see what it is that you're seeing, you have to click to move the share window. And the very easy way to do that, see, I'm over here now. Easiest way to show them what it is that you're viewing is to share this tab instead. Now it says stop sharing view tab, studio, restream, IO. Clicking back over, and the Restream window always has a red dot on it. Now if you click onto Restream, they can see that. Additionally, they can also see that there is the option of hearing what prattle sounds like. Prattle is to talk at length in a foolish or inconsequential way. All right, going back to this. And then the usage just absolutely throws you off. So water skin bottle, a necromancer, necromancer one who evokes the dead, ghost or spirit of a dead one, practice of necromancy, one that has a familiar spirit. And because I am first and foremost a Bible teacher, secondly, I'm teaching you how to do this thing called Restream. But because I am first and foremost a teacher, a familiar spirit is speaking information that has a level of truth to it, but it's not going to tell you the truth. Because if it were to tell you the truth, it would be the spirit of truth, and there is only one spirit of truth. So we have here, that's what the biblical usage is. The definition, however, is down here. A ventriloquist as from a jar. So that's what a familiar spirit is. Going back over here to let me make this a tad bit smaller. A wizard sounds like this. I really want you to catch what's there. Yidonai, not Adonai. It comes from a word, and I've right-clicked to open up this one, but it is a knower, one who has a familiar spirit, soothsayer, necromancer. It comes from yada, which is to know. Has a very wide usage, very wide definition. Anyone who has a familiar spirit will know information. They will know what's happened in your family. This is why it says to, where did I see it? It's a familiar friend. It's someone who's famous. It's kinsfolk. It's kinsman. It's someone who knows the family. It's someone who knows exactly how to speak like the family. That is why I make such a big emphasis about when you are presenting something, teaching something, presenting something on Restream, presenting something on OBS. You need to know how to switch back to the people so the people can see your face, so they can see why it's important to you in the same way that I did just now. But I did it on OBS, so let me show you how to do it on Restream. So I'm over here on Restream and I've made my point about what's going on. I come back over to the window, moving this so you can see it a little better. You can see my little it's lighting up in the recording, but it's because I'm mousing over. You can see my little section right there. You've got the information there on screen, and you're telling them about the information that's going on. You want them to really come home to the reason why this is so important. Come up to this thing, this little blue button that says stop sharing, and click it. Now you are back to where you are talking with the people. Whatever you're sharing, you're no longer sharing it. And I did all of that by coming down here to the share screen. I clicked on it. There are various things there to click onto and to go, but the main thing that you have to remember is that as you are clicking from place to place, remember that clicking stop share will bring you back to the Restream window so that you can make the point to the person why this is so important. This has been Repentance 101. I thank you for watching. Next in this series is going to be the specifics of how to invite other people to join you in the Restream if you want to do groups in Restream.